many people that are writing GCE or that have written GCE have actually misunderstanding when it comes to a very powerful, concept in mathematics, and this is about indices. People are confused, okay? And what makes them to get confused is because they just do things the way they say them or the way they think. But that's not how mathematics works. Now remember, mathematics is a language, and if you want to communicate properly, you must actually learn that particular language. And what you can see on the board is simply an expression, okay, that requires us to provide or to use some of the mathematical concepts, and one of those concepts is indices, the laws of indices. Now, if you are writing this here, this is for you, okay? If you want to pass exam, if you want to get a distinction, this is for you. You don't have to become, very complicated or very sophisticated person, but you just have to be somebody who understands the basics principles of mathematics. And this is what I'm going to help you understand right here. Now, what you see, it says 5 to the power 3 times 1 over 5 to the power 2. Now, the laws of indices says that if you have something like this, let's say 1, okay, 1 over 2, okay. Now, if you have a fraction as an integer, okay, this is the same as saying 2 to the power negative 1, okay. Now again, if, for instance, the denominator is actually also raised to the power something. So you can see now that I'm trying to expand, okay, because anything that is a fractional, and as long as the numerator is actually 1, then this tells you to say that is a negative index, okay, that's a negative index. So this implies that you can just ignore the 1, then just write 2, and then to the power minus 3. So the 1 implies that that is a negative index, okay? And this is the same thing as in this problem. So this one is very basic, so we just keep it like that, and then multiply by this. So because the numerator is 1, and we have a number raised to another power, so what you do is just ignore the 1, but this power just add the minus 2. Now, the laws of mathematics, as in the laws of indices, says that if you have the same basis, okay, you are multiplying numbers, in that case 5 times another 5, regardless of the basis, okay, despite the basis, okay, as long as the base, despite the powers, as long as the base are the same, and there is multiplication as a mathematical operator in between, okay, all you have to do is add the powers, as simple as that. Just add the powers, okay. So what you're saying is 5, okay, then I'm going to say 3 plus open bracket minus 2, okay. So now you can see how simple that is, okay. Just same basis, you are multiplying. Whatever the powers are, just add the powers, okay. The basis must be the same, that is in principle. The powers can be whatever they want to be, okay. Then you say 5, okay. Now we know that positive multiply with a negative, because of the brackets there, we have now a negative. So this, by moving the brackets, now we can see clearly what you're doing. So this is just 3 minus 2. This is now just 1. Now we know, according to the laws of indices, is that any number raised to the power 1 is that number, because 1 is an identity element or an identity number. Same applies to 0, okay. Any number raised to the power 0, we don't want to have something like 0, no, we just want to have 1. Any number raised to the power 0 is 1, because 0 actually, somehow doesn't have an effect, okay, so we're just going to imagine that we just give it 0. So any number raised to the power 1, okay, because 1 is an identity element, okay, sort of like just bring that, okay. So thank you so much for those that are interested to learn online. You can just simply WhatsApp me on 0964460218. Remember, passing any subject requires commitment, consistency, and also practice. When you're practicing, you have to ensure that you are also assessing yourself by answering some of the questions either from the past papers or from an exercise book that you can use. Okay, so it's bye-bye. This is Evan Kokade, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.